Hi everyone, this is Dave from Geekanoids, and in this video I wanted to give you a sound comparison between the first generation iPad on the left here and the new second generation iPad on the right. Now, when Apple released the new second gen iPad, they changed the speaker configuration very slightly. Let me just show you the first gen iPad. The speaker on this one is located on the bottom of the unit, sort of facing outwards. So I'm going to place that roughly about there. So this is about an inch away from the microphone. Now, the second gen iPad, Apple changed it again. On this particular iPad, they have placed the speaker on the bottom here, and it's just on the curve. So I've had to sort of raise it, because it's a lot flatter back to this iPad, I've had to sort of raise it slightly off the desk because I thought that was fairer and gave it a more sort of directional input to the mic. So let's go into the music app on both, and I've got some Geekanoids loops that I created here, and I'm going to start off with the first iPad. I'm going to put the volume sort of all the way up, and we'll play this first loop back.
I don't care about tomorrow, 'cause I know everything is gonna be right now.
So that's at full volume on the first gen iPad, and now we'll do the same on the second gen iPad.
I don't care about tomorrow, 'cause I know everything is gonna be right now.
So you can hear a definite difference. The second gen iPad sounds a lot deeper, a lot more bassy, but probably not as crisp as the first gen iPad, in all fairness. So let's go back to the beginning of that track on both, and this time we're going to go to just around about half volume so that we get a better sort of sound reproduction through that mic. So first gen iPad first.
I don't care about tomorrow, 'cause I know everything is gonna be right now.
And now the new second gen iPad.
I don't care about tomorrow, 'cause I know everything is gonna be right now. Everything.
So again, you can definitely hear a difference between the two devices. Now let's go back out to our track listing, and we'll do this on both devices, and let's just choose a different track. Let's go for track number 6, and at full volume. And then track number 6 on this one. And at full volume. And then last but not least, let's have a listen to track number 2. First of all, we'll go to very low volume on the first generation iPad. And then on the new second generation iPad. So that certainly gives you an idea of what both of the devices are capable of. So I hope that's given you a fair idea of what the first gen and the second gen iPad sound like. Now I just wanted to move on to showing you some physical differences between the two devices as well. We've got the first gen on the left here, second gen on the right. Obviously the front of the devices are very much Similar, except we've got the addition of the front-facing camera at the top there on the new second gen. Let me just give you a close-up of that. So we've got the front-facing camera. Now let me just pop the second generation one on top of the first gen. Swing this round for you. There is a very, very small difference in the physical dimensions of the devices. Very difficult to see, but it's roughly about sort of maybe 2 or 3 millimeters difference in size there. Let's have a look at the side-on view. You can see that the second gen on the top a lot thinner than the first generation. Let me just give you a look at a top view. We've got different placements on the microphone, the 3.5mm audio jack, and obviously because of the curvature to the sides and that flat back on the new iPad, we've got a different position for that sleep wake button. And then let's give you a look at this side. Very, very slightly different placement for that lock rotation switch, and also different placement for the volume rocker. And then again, we'll have a quick look on the bottom here. We've obviously got a different placement for the speaker, where it's moved around more onto the back of the device on the new second gen iPad. Dock connector remains smack bang in the middle of the device, so no changes there. And then of course we just have a quick look at the back of the new second gen iPad. We've obviously got the addition of that rear facing camera. So some physical differences to the two devices. A short while ago I gave you that sound comparison as well. I just wanted to give you my thoughts on that. I think that the first generation iPad speaker produces a lot clearer sound. I think the second gen iPad goes a lot louder, a lot deeper on the bass, but I did notice a little bit more distortion on the new second gen iPad. So which one I would choose over the two? Well, I wouldn't say this is an essential upgrade, but I would say the thinness and the lightness and the improved screen, I prefer the speaker placement on this one is a worthy upgrade, but not an essential upgrade. Between the two, I think the sound's slightly better on the iPad 2, but very negligible. I think the placement of all the ports is fine on both units. I hope you found this video useful. Please keep checking back on the Geekanoids channel. You're going to be getting a lot more tests on these. You'll have already seen my camera tests, and I'm also going to be putting a full review of the new second gen iPad online. Well, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.
This video review is sponsored by EasyDraw, making drawing fun on Mac OS X.